with Corner6 Labs.
You are very welcome.
Because he came down here today. I asked you to come in, and because I said we have some time. I've gotten to know you and what you do, and I just had to have you back because to talk about this. I know you're going to be at the Nothing But Net event, so we're going to talk about that. But I'm going to let Deb Durkee with Social Internet Expertise. She's going to be interviewing today, and I'll be sitting in on it, so I'll just turn it over to you, to Deb.
Okay, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, I'm also with Systemware, so I just want to mention that.
Okay.
I'm the social media director for Systemware now, too. But I'm so excited to be interviewing Travis because I do social media, and I'm familiar with some of the things that he does, and he is so cute with his
Isn't he cute? Look, blind dog
with his lab coat on, and the branding that he's doing for his company, and
got a T-shirt and everything.
yeah, absolutely.
We are superheroes.
Yeah.
I love it. So let me just do an introduction for Travis because I've met him a couple of times. He is the Vice President of Sales for Corner6 Labs. He says that he started down the path of sales when he was successful in negotiating an extra year of breastfeeding from his mother for future chore work. Since then, his career has taken him on an adventure and through various industries selling both B2B and B2C. While most kids dreamt of getting rich by selling lemonade at the end of their driveway, Travis learned his marketing skills by pimping out his younger brother to mow lawns. While utilizing
Young entrepreneur.
while
And
utilizing
motivator.
Exactly.
I'd like to meet your little brother.
Yeah.
While utilizing his selling skills to obtain the accounts, he successfully marketed himself while making his brother do all the work. He was also able to gain valuable experience in management at the same time.
Exactly.
Great bio.
Suckers didn't always work. Yeah.
Delegate everything.
Yeah.
Now, with all of this experience and street credibility under his belt, he is the driving force behind Corner6 Labs and the wind beneath C6's wings. He recently earned his superhero badge on Foursquare, and when donning his super cool Corner6 lab coat, he is invincible.
See, we're all like going over.
So I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
All right, so I wanted to start with talking about, I think, Foursquare.
Okay.
I use TweetDeck. I Tweet Mimi, Hootsuite. What are these when you're talking about using the internet, and why do you use Foursquare in particular?
Okay, well,
What is it? Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll start
What
with
is it?
we'll start with Foursquare and go to some of the other things because actually they're all different applications and they do different things.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Foursquare. Foursquare is something that is really taking the country and businesses by storm right now. They've started at South by Southwest 2 years ago in '09. They came and pretty much dominated the whole conference, if you've ever been down there, and launched their product. And this year they were even stronger than the year before, I think, and totally put their mark on the world. There are some other programs out there that are very similar to it that a lot of people use. One is Gowalla. They are based here in Texas, down in Austin. So it was actually quite a thing to see Foursquare come into town. And actually, in my opinion, I'm no expert, but they really blew Gowalla out of the water for being a Texas-based company. And you've also got companies, some newer ones like Whirl. There's one out there called Looped. They're all basically the same thing. They're location-based programs or apps, as you want to call them. Pretty much, you don't have to have an iPhone to use it. You can have a BlackBerry. You can have
Windows, basically.
I have to check, but you pretty
Yeah.
much you go to Foursquare's website and,
Yeah.
and it shows you all the phones that you can download their app on it and use it. And I want to say I'm no expert by them, and I'm not their pitch man by any means, but I think it really started out as kind of a game people can play with your friends. You check in where you go.
And it's good. I guess does it automatically do it? I got a feeling.
Well,
it's kinda like GPS
when it
or
first
just-
started out, it was more of a nighttime activity. They wanted people after work, all the socialites on the weekends. to basically you play with your friends. You can tell them where you're at, where you're going, what you're doing, and you got points for doing so. Every time you checked in, you got a point. If you created a new location because no one's ever been there before, you got 5 points. If it's someplace you've never been before, you got 5 points. So the object was to get all these points, and at the end of the week, you can brag to your friends, "Hey, I got 300 points, and you've got 2."
Well, how does that help a business?
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
I'll tell you how it. I'll tell
My
you how
mind
it's.
is just going, yeah. But
I'll tell you how it's slowly evolving.
Yeah.
So it started out as a little bit of a game, right? And then what you can do is the more you check into the same place, you become the mayor, which you can footnote that for later. We'll talk about mayorships a little bit later and how businesses are exploiting that. So once you become a mayor, it's kind of like, hey, I'm the mayor of Celebrity Radio. Right now, I just created the location today, so I checked in one time, and then basically, I'm sure the next time I check in here, it'll shoot me out saying I'm the mayor of the place, unless you guys start playing along and beat me to it.
I guess I need to get on there. Yeah.
So it started out as a game. You also get the mayorships. It also has badges, what we call badges. So every time you do an activity or a certain place, you can get these things called badges.
Now I know what they've been talking about.
Right. So you earn a badge by doing. Starbucks has a Starbucks badge you can get. You go to 5 different locations, check into 5 different Starbucks locations, and you get a little thing that looks like the cup of their coffee and says what you won the Starbucks badge. And different places are doing things like that to help promote their businesses, sort of say. So it has evolved from being a nighttime activity, and the points reset every Sunday at midnight. So every week you get to start fresh.
You have the chance to
earn more points the next week. Maybe you're not going out as much that week.
So if people checked in with your business a lot, you could give them a T-shirt.
You could.
Like
Yes, you
Starbucks
could.
gives them a
That
coffee
badge
cup.
You could.
coffee.
Okay.
So now what people are doing is that you can play all day long. It's not just a nighttime event. Foursquare got kind of smart and said, why should we limit this, during the nighttime? So you can check in all day now and get points. Before you got no points for doing it during the day. So yes, businesses right now are utilizing it in a manner where they're giving incentives. If you're the mayor, you get $1 off our coffee. If you're the mayor, you get
Can you be knocked off the mayorship?
You sure can.
Okay.
You could be mayor and have checked in like 5 or 6 times, and then when I hit number 7, which is one more than you, I knock you off. And it becomes a competition then, because then you want to run back to that same place every day and claim your mayorship. So it's kind of a
But you
neat
have
activity.
to be there, or can people just do it from home? I mean, do you have to be at the
When it
location?
first started, there were couch surfers. People, we called them. They sat in their house and basically said, "Hey, I'm at Starbucks or I'm at McDonald's," when actually they were sitting on their couch. Well, now there's Foursquare's gotten actually pretty smart, and they're using GPS tracking. So there's actually a block that says, "No, you're not there. We're showing you 1,000 miles away." So it doesn't count. You can check in, but you don't get any points towards the mayorship, and you don't get any points towards your thing during the week. So
Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair.
right, so they've kind of cut that down a little bit, and now you've got companies doing cross promotions like McDonald's. If you're the mayor of McDonald's, McDonald's has their own incentive, as well as they give you $1 off something at Starbucks. So companies are doing cross promotions. So
Well, that's a good idea.
It
I can
takes
see
a
the
lot. Everywhere
potential.
you go, you're checking in and you're playing the game, and you can see where your friends are if you leave the automated ticker on. Every time someone checks in, it pops up like a text message on your phone. It says so-and-so's here, so-and-so's here. So if you happen to be in the neighborhood and your friend just checked in at the local corner bakery or something, you could pop in on them and say, "Hey, I just saw you're here. I thought I'd say hello. Haven't seen you in a while."